guys, it's Derek from the Olive Oil Co. Eggplants are in season and we are making a pesto eggplant sandwich. For this recipe, you will only need one product from our store, actually two. A little bit later, we got something special for our sandwich. But you will need the spicy Calabrian pesto olive oil. It's got great flavor to it. It's got some pecorino cheese, sort of, but it's actually plant-based. You've got some basil, some garlic, and of course, the spicy Calabrian peppers. Because this is a sandwich, though, I want to get some really good sourdough, and I know the best sourdough in town. Hold on, I'm going to call a friend.
Little hairspray, Coke.
Hey April, how are you?
Hey Derek, good. How are you?
I'm doing good. Now, I just wanted to ask, because I know you sell out pretty quickly, do you have any sourdough left that I could get? Just the traditional?
Well, I think I just happen to have one traditional white left with your name on it.
Awesome, love it. Could you toss that over?
You betcha. Thanks, Derek.
Oh, thanks April. Oh, the smell of fresh bread. Now this eggplant did come from my good buddy Nick at Old 99 Farm. The first thing you want to do with this is slice it up, not too thin, but just thick enough that you get a nice meaty bite to it. We are going to also make sure we salt our slices of eggplant, because if you don't do that, it helps take out the bitterness and excess moisture of your eggplant before you go to fry them up. So let's get to slicing this up. Now I have topped and tailed our eggplant here. You could do this one of two ways. You could either cut medallions or go lengthways with your eggplant. That way, lengthways, it really fills out the sandwich nicely. So I'm gonna do lengthways, but you can do either way, really. So we have all our slices here. I'm just going to discard these, maybe save those for a baba ganoush in the future. Really all we need is probably 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm gonna take these off to the side too. Once you have these four, just wanna get a plate with some paper towel. I'm just gonna lay these out here. And once you have these, I'll get some salt. Once these are all salted, you're just going to let them sit for about 15 minutes to let that moisture come out. Now after we've made the eggplant nervous, because they're kind of sweating right now, just their moisture in that, you will need some feta cheese and our lemon agrumato olive oil. It just adds a beautiful zing. We're going to whip it all together and it just goes really nicely with our pesto. So of course, first you're going to need some feta cheese and our lemon olive oil. So we did grab some organic feta cheese. I'm just doing about half the block here. You want to pop that in something like this. You can even break it up just a little bit. We are throwing in our lemon olive oil. Now again, for all ingredients and measurements, please refer to our website. Everything is on there. And you know, it's almost like feta and lemon were meant for each other. This is so easy, so delicious. Once we have this, we're going to go blend it up. All right, so I have my electric whisk. Let's just press this down into our feta. I'm just gonna start on low. Oh, this is some powerful stuff. It's starting to get creamy. If you're brave, you can go to level 2 of your electric whisk. Otherwise, you can try to do this in a blender, but it might take a little longer in time. So when you're done that, you should have a nice fluffy texture to your feta. You can even try just a little bit with that little bit of lemon. It's definitely where we want it. All right, we're good. So here we have your typical dredging station. We've got some flour in here. We've got breadcrumbs. We're also using a farm fresh egg, again from Old 99 Farm, because we love our organic farm fresh eggs. With all these together, we are actually going to set these up by our stove, right by our cast iron pan. Once we get these all ready over there, then we are going to blot down our eggplant. As you can see from the perspiration on our eggplant, they have sweated nicely. You can kind of see they've really, the paper towel has soaked it up nicely underneath. So we're just going to take another paper towel and just blot the top. Once you get everything off there, we're going to take this over to our stove. All right, so we're just getting our pan to warm up here. I have our pesto olive oil right here. Just want to drizzle in maybe a tablespoon or two. Really want to get that nicely coated because we want it to really infuse into the breading. Start with that. And very soon, ooh, the cheesiness of the pesto oil, it really comes out when you smell it. It is really, really delicious and aromatic. So we're just going to let this warm up. So our oil is getting up to temperature. First, we want to take our slice of eggplant. You can still see there's a little bit of moisture coming on it. So I'm just going to first lay it in our flour. Once those breadcrumbs are on, again, just a little shake, and then lay it in your pan. Let the pan do the work. Try to do 2 in the pan at once. So we are going to let these cook for 5 minutes aside until they're nice and golden brown on both sides. All right, so this first one is done. Let's just check the other side. Yeah, we got some nice browning there. So let's get this on a plate with some paper towel just so it sops up any excess of anything, and we're just going to continue on. So our sourdough is perfectly toasted. We're just going to take that whipped feta, plop that on here. As you can see, it spreads really nicely. Gets in all those pockets in the sourdough too. Oh, sorry, I was just unhinging my jaw for when I take a bite of this sandwich. Let's get that bite, shall we? Everything just smells amazing. I tried a little bit of that feta earlier, and it's just gonna go so nicely with this breaded eggplant. That is sandwich perfection. The pesto, the lemon, the nice subtle spice of the pesto olive oil. That is such a delicious sandwich, guys. This is actually, I think, the first, other than the flatbread sandwich that we've done for videos. I hope you guys liked this video and this recipe. If you did, please leave a like and subscribe, and we'll see you guys next time. Now, this eggplant did come from my buddy. Just unhinging my jaw for when I go and take a bite of this sandwich. Sorry, I choked on my own spit. This is where the movie magic happens. A layer of our sandwich with some feta whipped with our lemon agrumato olive oil. It just adds a nice little zest and zing to this sandwich, along with the nice savory flavors of that pesto. So first you will need some pesto, feta cheese,